All right. Welcome back. Moms Take 5, episode 59. We are going to be talking about finding your North Star. And it sounds very cheesy, but it's from Mel Robbins, and she's anything but cheesy. She's freaking awesome. So, but before we do that, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Prescribe. Oh my gosh.
Prescribe.
Kim did that too.
She did.
Prescribe us some medicine.
Prescribe.
That's right.
YouTube. Subscribe on our YouTube. And find us on TikTok. And we're going to talk updates now. Let's go.
This is Ashley, Molly,
Kim.
And
Tehra.
we are 4 best friends who by fate moved into the same cul-de-sac. We talk all things mom, wife, and woman. We are Moms Take 5.
All right.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
We're
I know we've
back.
chatted a lot.
we're back in our studio.
We are, yeah. Home
A
studio.
really fancy studio.
No live audience today.
No. Good.
Just us.
No grumpy husband in the background.
Right? Someone
Hating on everything.
Hating on every name. That
Matt.
name's stupid.
Who could that be? Was that Cody?
Yeah.
right.
Cody
He's
just seemed very.
he is
just
quiet
creeping
as a
around
mouse. Like, I
corner.
didn't
Oh.
hear him at all.
No.
It's because he can't hear anything. He said, I probably that whole trip heard 30% of what was said.
No way. He needs
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
sad.
We need to get him. Maybe we could. Have you seen those? I think they're not the Beats. What's that other ear pod? They're another popular brand. But anyways, they have like a little microphone that you can put on him. He's like, maybe I could just buy those. I was like, or we could just buy you.
Like legit.
Yeah.
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 That's
That's
so
sad.
hard.
Yeah, he's just over there not knowing what's going on.
I know. We used to tease my
looking
dad so
around.
much when he would couldn't hear us. And then I'm like, I kind of feel bad because that kind of sucks for them.
But do you know what's going to happen is he's going to
The-
get hearing aids and then just like listen to music all the time on his Bluetooth
Oh, that's what my dad
Sure.
does.
and not hear me
TV.
anyways.
Yeah, he watches
Yeah,
like
so either way.
Yeah.
he watches sports all the time,
Yeah.
and he'll just I forget that he has them, so he can't hear anything else that's going on.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "Dad,"
Mm-hmm.
and then he always gets on our case for being on our phones all the time. You guys are on your damn phones all. I was like,
You're on.
really? You just watched a full football game without acknowledging anything else around you.
You're on your hearing aids all the time.
Yeah,
Dad.
you're
Right? You're literally hooked to your phone.
That's funny.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And Matt was it he the one in the pantry during the
Yes.
podcast when we were hearing like
Yeah.
He was.
walked out with like tons of
Unfortunately, I think I caught him like every time he went in there. So I
Yes.
think he was like, damn it. Like, stop noticing. I'm
Right?
just trying to be sneaky and get myself a snack.
you just had the perfect view. You're like, busted, buddy.
Busted.
Got you.
Good
But
job,
yeah.
kid.
What?
Good job.
Oh, with
What
my move
happened?
goal?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I just saw
I
she.
forgot
Daily-
to put
daily
mine
goal?
on, and I'm real mad because I was sweating real bad. Well,
No,
Oh,
it doesn't
mowing the
count.
lawn.
You better do it again
You
tomorrow.
might as well not move if you don't put your watch on.
right?
I know.
That's
Actually,
how
I
I
wasn't
feel.
planning
agree.
on it today.
Moving?
Nope.
Moving.
I know.
Seriously.
She told me.
I didn't move most of the day today.
Well, it started raining, and I was like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
it's like a rainy day. Like, my kids are downstairs watching shows, and then
Uh.
it stopped raining. I was like, does that mean
Dang
I have to
it.
move now?
So weird. Cody came upstairs and he was like, why? Why is it 55? Why is it 55? Like,
Yeah.
I know.
I wore a jacket to my appointment today. I was like, what is happening?
Mid-June.
Mhm.
Yep, mid-June.
I think we've gone swimming once. Like home.
I've heard how you
Yeah.
guys are going swimming tomorrow.
So have I. Is it you
Oh.
guys that are going?
Yeah.
Spring is already. I want to go to the pool tomorrow, Mom.
I don't know that I'm swimming.
Yeah, because what's the
I mean,
weather?
I guess my kids have that plan.
They do. They were telling my kids, and they're
Yep.
like, well, Tyler gets to go swim. I was like, well, cool for Tyler.
Right?
Mhm.
Like it's probably cold and rainy.
Yeah, it's going to be
So-
70. No way.
Oh, my gosh.
It's insane.
I know.
We're
I was
in that.
watching Noah's soccer practice, and I was cold. And I
Yeah.
had long sleeves on. I was like,
Yeah.
Getting chilly.
yes.
We're in that what El Nina?
Yeah, it's from like the hurricanes, right? Like
Yeah.
whatever that. We need Mark.
I don't know. anything.
Our freak out with the clouds yesterday
Yeah.
caused extreme anxiety in my child.
Well,
and he was up till 11.
Oh no.
I think 30.
Oh no.
Coming out screaming.
What?
Yeah.
Having nightmares?
I think I see clouds. I was like, you don't see clouds. It's
oh,
dark.
No. Oh. I'm sure I did not help that. I'm sure.
Jer's like, oh shit,
I
look
had.
at that
I
one. We
was.
both were, though.
I know.
We both were.
I mean, they were trippy.
Yes. They looked
They
pretty
were
crazy.
trippy.
So
when they start to like twirl.
Yes.
Aren't those the lower ones? I think it's just like the, I don't know. I'm going to look it
I
up.
don't-
I'm going to
Look.
talk with Mark and I'm going to have a lesson
Do
for
it.
this next time.
Do it.
about
I took a
clouds.
poll. Okay. I looked at all the people that said no. A lot of them live here. Like I know them. I'm like, you can't respond. You don't live where there's tornadoes.
You can't say.
True.
The people that I know, well, at least I don't think live here, are the ones that were saying like yes and like at the very beginning, which
Yeah.
I know, but we don't see clouds like that.
No.
That's not a Utah normal cloud.
And it's been happening a lot. Like every
Yes.
afternoon, early
Yeah.
evening storm.
yes,
It's these crazy clouds coming over.
yeah.
it's
And we were
nuts.
talking to Tim, Mark and I yesterday, and there was one that had a full on,
It was in West Jordan or South
Yeah.
Jordan or
yeah,
something. Wasn't
ready
it?
to. It's just the funnel didn't actually drop,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like a legit
Yeah.
tornado
Yeah,
cloud.
so let's not discuss this
In front of the children.
The children.
There were a bunch of kids in the backyard.
He was
today.
playing it so cool. I thought he was going to be totally
Oh.
fine.
Oh no,
No?
Julie
it's
gets
not.
inside. But the littles get it too because they were in the backyard, and all of a sudden I hear go go. They're yelling, screaming, and Lucy and Rock come running inside. There were no kids, and I was like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "We're gonna play inside." And I was like, "But no one else is in here." Well, you're in here.
So your kids weren't in there, but Lucy and Rock.
Just Lucy.
Oh my gosh. That is awesome.
And I was like, "Well, why don't we go play outside?" And they were like, "There's dark clouds up there."
oh, yeah.
Well, Emmy gets really scared of thunder,
Yeah.
really bad.
She does.
Like that's always been.
Poor girl. I saw her jet to the house
Yeah.
with that one thunder.
Yeah.
Well, it was a big thunder, but
She's-
she ran.
But yeah, the other one thought there was for sure going to be a tornado last night, and I was so done that I wouldn't even console him, and he was getting real. He was like, "You're not even gonna hug me."
oh my gosh. The
We've
guilt.
done this like 20
Oh,
times
no.
today.
I love you. You're going to be fine. Now go to bed.
Right? You're not in danger.
I
You're
did
safe.
I did realize as I was putting my kids to bed tonight that I didn't feed them dinner.
Oh, I've done that. I've totally done it. And they're like,
Kim, I love you. I've done that
yeah.
too.
Jack will be like, but Mom, I didn't even have dinner. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, my kids
That's
would not
right.
let me live that down. They would tell
No.
me right before bed.
Yeah.
Well, Nick was like, "I'm
Yeah,
hungry," and I
mine
was
would
just
too.
like, fine, because I kind of had a later lunch.
Mhm.
So he went and got a piece of bread, and then went back and brushed his teeth again. And then Tyler's like, "Mom, I didn't have dinner," and I was like, "Oh shoot."
Yeah.
You're like, what did we? Oh, yeah. yeah.
Because I made a salad, and like they're not going to eat that.
Oh, I wanted that.
That was-
How
I
was
should've
that, by
taken
the
Oh,
some.
I
way?
was gone. I was not there.
It was
I
delicious.
Yeah, and I was leaving, so I
It
was
looked
like,
real good.
It was
Was
really
it?
good. I want to make that.
But like they weren't going to eat that, and so I didn't feed them apparently.
Yep. Well, no one in my
So-
house ate lunch today. Like Ava, yeah. So we came back from St. George, and all of you have had sicknesses going on for weeks, months, whatever, and
It's
we've
true.
been okay, like little colds here and there. And I was like, this is gonna be it for us.
yeah,
I know
after
it.
St. George.
You
So
did
Matt-
call it though.
I did.
Yes.
So Ava started to have a sore throat there, is what she told me today. She's like, well, it kind of started there, and I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's been like down, like Tuesdays when she really didn't feel well. And then like yesterday she was in bed all day. Today she's been in bed. She tried to go to cheer yesterday, came home
she
after like
did.
40 minutes.
Oh.
Didn't
She
even go
looked
today.
Sad. Like she
She-
had sad like sick
crap
face.
intensives.
I just felt really bad. I mean, she tried and she FaceTimed me crying. She's like, oh, you come get me. And I was like, yes. So John had just gotten home, so he went and got her. But anyway, it's just been crazy. So and it's weird because I was trying to take her temperature at different spots on her head, and depending on where I took it, the temperature would change. So like I've been taking your temperature for multiple days, just like straight on, with the little
Yeah.
gun ones, and it's like 98, whatever. And then today I was moving it around, and it was like 101, and I was like, oh. I've been giving her Motrin because she like every time she stands up she's dizzy and her head is pounding and she's got a
Achy.
cough, and every time she coughs her head hurts, and then she threw up once yesterday morning, but I think it's because she had been coughing. It was just like, is it bile or vial? Your stomach.
Oh, bile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. Anyway, so she had just thrown up that. And I think it's just from coughing. She kind of like worked herself up, but she went in to go to the bathroom and she ended up getting sick. Anyway, it's just been nuts. But Matthew now has pink eye. Jack is the only one getting by without anything. I don't know how.
My word.
But all of that to tell you that I was busy cleaning today and my kids were all off kind of doing their own things and no one had lunch because no one.
I rarely feed Van breakfast.
It's Nick
Yeah,
eats later, right?
Yeah, Nick. I'm kind of worried about school because he won't eat
right.
till like 10:30 sometimes. And I'll ask him. I'll be like, "Do you want breakfast?" "No, I'm not hungry."
My
I
older
think
two
he'll
usually
adjust.
Yeah. My older two usually get themselves cereal, so they're covered. I usually grab something for Lucy. Van just doesn't love a lot of breakfast foods. So when he wakes up, he has we still give him a bottle of milk, and that's whole milk. So I'm like, I think
probably
that
holds him
yeah,
over a
Yeah,
little
for
bit.
sure.
and then
Oh,
he
for
has
sure.
a Z-bar. That's like his breakfast.
Jack used to have like an applesauce and a Z-bar for breakfast.
Yeah.
We'd be in the car and that's what because I'd have to take the kids to school and that's what
Yep.
he would eat. So
yeah, Zeta's a light eater too. I'm pretty good at breakfast and dinner, but we skip lunch a lot. It'll be like, oh shit. I mean, they'll snack, they'll have like string cheese and like some chips but actually making a lunch.
when they're in and out and they're
Yes.
busy doing stuff, it's like
That's
too
one
hard.
thing that I don't know why I'm so routine at.
Is lunch.
My
Dude.
life is
Yeah.
not routine, but lunch and dinner.
But it is good, especially like
It
in the
is.
summer to get him in, give him a breather.
Uh-huh.
I need to be better at it. Like my kids did eat today. They had a really big lunch.
Well, maybe that's why they didn't bring up dinner.
Yeah.
You know?
I
They'll
actually
find-
find that
they'll
if we
survive.
make a big breakfast, because there is times we'll just do cereal, right? But like a lot of times we'll do bacon, eggs,
Mhm.
pancakes.
Yeah.
I think they're not as hungry for lunch.
Yeah.
Like even
Yeah.
I sometimes don't feel very
Yeah.
hungry, But then by dinner time, they're starving.
Yeah.
It also helps when Megan's there because she definitely needs her lunch at 12 o'clock.
Oh.
Well, at home it would be 11. At my house, it's 12. So,
Why at home 11 and yours 12?
because we always eat at 12. So
Oh,
I make her
gotcha.
wait that
Hour?
hour. Yeah.
Is she good about what you make? Like she pretty much like everything?
Yeah. She claims she doesn't like things.
Yeah.
Like she says she doesn't like peanut butter, but I'll just make her peanut butter and jelly and just set it right in front of her and she just chows it. And I'm
She's-
like, you like peanut butter.
You do like peanut butter.
That's awesome.
Because she'll like make or have jelly sandwiches at home, and I'm like, girl, you need a little bit of protein.
Yeah.
Yes.
I put it. I mean, I don't make extravagant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That sounds really
Yeah.
wrong.
Extravagant. Yeah, no, that's right.
Extravagant?
Yeah.
I don't think I could say
Extravagant.
it right now. I'm not even going to try.
Try it.
I know.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Extravagant. Is that right?
You said
Yeah.
it.
It
Yeah.
sounded really
Okay,
weird.
You're right. Every time it comes out of my mouth, I'm like, that's not it, but it is. Extravagant lunches. I mean, it's usually like turkey sandwiches, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, mac and cheese, chicken nuggets, corn dogs. That's usually a little like rotation.
Yeah.
But I'm
Or your
good at
fun
doing it every day.
muffin tin thing.
Oh yeah, the snack
Yeah.
snack tray.
I love that thing. That looks good to me.
I know. I love it too because I like to just hover and wait for them to be done.
Right? You're like,
What if they chow
done
all
yet?
of it, though?
I know. That's
you have to
usually-
chop more stuff.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Which I don't do. I'm done chopping.
Yeah.
We're going on a diet, family. Eat nothing. Eat what's left in the house because
Right.
groceries are too expensive.
We're
Oh
having
my gosh, I
rice.
haven't shopped
More
for groceries
rice.
all week. I was so far behind, and then I dropped Noah off at soccer. I was like, okay, I gotta get a couple things because I haven't done dinner all week.
I know, I'm really bad about it, especially in the summertime. I don't want to do it.
No, and
Mark's
so
been
we've been-
grilling, thank goodness.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I
That's
did
the
get
way.
I did get some Costco burgers to just throw on, but
Yeah.
Those catch-up grocery shopping though,
Well, that's
Like
I bought like so Matt. We already have meat. He was gonna make burgers tomorrow, and so he's like, just grab onions and a couple things. So I grabbed that. I grabbed spaghetti just to have a backup. So that's what, maybe 1.5 meals, and the
Yeah.
rest were snacks because they're all home now, snacking nonstop.
yep.
$200.
Yep.
And I was like, there was nothing substantial
For
about
snacks and
that.
spaghetti.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
I know.
Where did you go?
Damn Cheez-Its are $7.
Right.
Where did you go?
Smith's.
I feel like sometimes Smiths can be more expensive, especially if you're
Then
not.
what?
And Wally's World, Walmart.
I don't feel
Walmart.
like
Oh.
that much though.
Or
No, I usually
Should
feel
we
like they're
up
pretty.
Cheez-Its
Winco
at
can be
Walmart?
really great prices
I
if you're
know.
willing to go in there.
That's true. Probably the snacks too.
Yep. I know Smith's has great meat. My dad would always go there
Mhm.
Yeah.
and get their stuff. And they have really good sales too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is I'm really terrible at like watching the
Oh, yeah, I don't
coupon,
at
like
all.
the ads and stuff, because I never ever.
Oh, I don't either. But if you do Instacart with Smith's,
Will they tell you?
they'll
like,
tell you that
oh,
you can
that's
clip a
nice.
coupon.
Do you pay for Instacart?
Yes.
Yeah. See.
Mark was telling me how you've earned it back though
Yes.
in your gas points.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, they're a lot cheaper.
yeah.
See, I'll just Walmart order delivery.
What Walmart is?
Yeah, their
Yeah.
Cheez-Its are $5 instead of $7.
Wow. Well, there you go.
See, that $2 could have gone towards the Mountain Dew
But
True.
These ones are $73.
or
It's
my
probably a
surgery.
case.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for my surgery.
You should. Ashley needs
Help a girl out.
Help a girl
I guess
I'll
for
send you a
snacks,
picture.
go to Walmart.
Getting
Guess
her
so.
bod back. We all survived St. George. I will
We
say
did.
I loved the sunshine.
It felt so good.
It
It
just
felt
the
good
warmth.
to see blue skies and have some heat.
It was still kind of chilly. a
That
couple
water could have
days,
been a
too.
little warmer.
It could
I
have been.
feel like
a little,
there's like
Yeah.
a breeze there that's not usually there. That was, but it was only
For
cold when
sure.
like you got in and out of the water.
Yes.
But
Yep.
But it was like mid 80s, and we're
Yeah.
not getting that here, like
No.
at all.
I think the end of this.
So
no,
it felt nice
next week. I think it's supposed to get there, but we'll see.
here.
they
See what
wrote
happens.
me on my Instagram, and I was
What?
like,
Did they?
yeah, they reposted the video that I made. a little.
Yes.
And they're like, I hope you enjoyed your stay. I was like, I did, except your pickleball court didn't light up.
Did you say that?
They
Good.
didn't say anything.
Tell them we need to redo.
Like, and there was
Yeah,
only
right?
one.
Yeah.
You should
We
like,
will
hey,
go.
we come every year.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Maybe next time
pretty
I come, your
much.
pickleball courts could be
Working.
Or I can show
Lighted?
off your
Lighted?
rooms.
Lit.
Yeah.
lit.
Lit.
It's
Well
lit.
lit.
up
Yeah,
here.
And have two going.
And have 2 courts.
Yes. She's
Oh,
laughing at
Mark
that.
went and played
My lit.
pickleball with Matt last night.
Did he enjoy it? I didn't even ask
He
Matt.
loved it.
Oh, fun.
They were up
Till
really
midnight.
late.
Yeah.
I've seen later because I swear I went
It
to
was
bed at
past
midnight.
I think, actually,
And I
when he
didn't-
got home.
Yeah,
Dang.
He loved it. I had to push his butt out the door.
Really?
he did.
Well, yeah, like
I'm
Matt invited him,
surprised.
and he loves pickleball, right? But I think he's like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel bad leaving you. I'm like, just go
Well,
for
and
your
it's
own sanity.
Probably awkward not knowing anybody
Yeah.
else.
He knows
But I mean,
that.
it's Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John's feelings
loved
were really
it.
hurt. He wasn't
Like,
invited. I mean, you know
he-
how much he loves pickleball. He was really sad.
Uh-huh.
I believe it. So he
hates
was.
it.
Mark was outside when he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't like pickleball.
I know. I know. I know.
Yeah. So dumb.
But yeah, Mark's like, I will definitely do that more.
Well, they do
Should.
it every
That's awesome.
Wednesday, except the Wednesday that I go sometimes that I've invited all
It's
of you
the first
to.
one. Wednesday
Why
of
couldn't
every
we
month.
go last Wednesday? There was a
It was the
legit
night
reason
before
we were leaving.
we were leaving.
Yeah.
I had a spray tan.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. You didn't want to sweat off your spray tan.
Yeah. Guys,
I was
I'm
way
not
behind.
into spray tans. I'm
yeah,
gonna
I don't
be
like
real.
the way that they come off.
Yeah.
They are kind of weird.
I feel like mine came off fine.
I love them. I like it
I
a
know.
I
lot.
like it.
I just felt like every time I exercise, I literally smelt like
I know.
was
it has that
grossing me
weird-
out.
I
I was like,
hated
oh.
that first day, though. That, like,
Yeah, that's
yes.
terrible.
She did a beautiful job. Like the
Yeah.
girl, like beautiful. She did tan super well. Okay.
I actually bought today. So when I went to her, I
Yeah.
should have waited. But she was telling me she had like this deal going on. And you bought 7
Yes.
spray tans, and I was like, I'm doing it because like I like to do them before I go on trips and stuff.
Right.
So I bought it, but I also bought today. I was influenced by some influencers. It's like Coco and Eve. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
It's like a foam, and then they've got this like
Mist.
yes. I
Oh.
bought
Was it
that
Kelsey?
today.
I feel like she's like watched
did.
the magic
She did do the
happen, and
mist.
she did
Yep.
the face thing.
Well, so-
Ah, is it the foam house? That
Mhm.
one?
Uh-huh. But Lindsay Girk uses the
the foam
the
stuff.
foam
Mm.
stuff. So I had
Okay.
heard it from her.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Ah.
okay. And then one of the other girls on the trip bought it and liked it. And I'm like, okay. And then the facial mist today, I was like, all right, I'm buying
Done.
it.
Anytime
Okay.
I've ever done it by myself, It does not
It's
end well.
not good.
Really?
Yeah, I'll like miss my ankle or get my ankle really bad, or I'll
Yeah, I
like miss the
know.
back of my leg.
Right.
But maybe
Do you
if-
have the mitt?
Yeah.
I feel like that makes a big difference. Yeah.
I got a
probably
little
just don't
bundle
take
today
time.
with a mitt, and it comes with like a back, like a full
Oh, cool.
back.
That's
Oh,
awesome. 'Cause I always
that's
feel like I'm like,
nice.
okay, I'm
Yes,
wetting up
like
this
a
way. and-
long strip with 2 handles that you could like go
So
back
you can
and
get
forth.
it even like
That's
I
the
just
way
have
to
Mark.
do it.
Mark
Oh,
puts
yeah.
on the mitt
Oh,
and like
there you
rubs
go.
it.
It is weird what a tan will do, though.
It is.
I love being just I feel like I don't have to. I mean, I don't ever have to wear makeup. It's
Right.
but I feel like tan. I'm like,
Yeah.
Totally.
Just a little color makes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I loved the color.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
love the color.
You guys all looked awesome.
Yeah, it did feel good. Like I'm like, oh,
It does
I'm
come off
summer
kind of weird
ready.
though, and
yes.
it does smell terrible.
Yes.
I don't feel like mine came off weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine always
Well,
comes
no, it
off
came
weird
off-
right here.
Oh.
Right in the middle.
Yes.
Sweaty, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweaty
Oh.
boobs.
Boob sweat. Yeah.
Boob,
Yeah.
and then
Swoop.
below my ass cheeks, it comes off. Just kidding.
Oh.
I don't ever see that. I don't see that land.
Mine, it was like my ankles and my like.
Mm.
I don't think I lotioned them
Oh.
well enough, like she said. You know,
She'll tell you.
she did. She is super cool. I do like her, and it
She's
felt
great.
good to be tan.
I know.
I think it's probably like the price, which is shocking me because I'm usually not like that. But I thought it was expensive for how quick it washed off. So I feel like I'm more likely to use just like myself
Mhm.
tan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I've got a whole back stock of them, so I'll be using them.
Yeah.
That's
you
awesome though.
I
might
bought
as
the
well.
package thing too.
Did
Did you?
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I know. I really do.
I loved when she powdered me after. I was like,
I know. I've never had that done before.
just keep going. You have to get more on me because it's so nice. So instead of their bug naked, I
I
don't
know.
want to move.
I like the just like the drying off part.
You're like, I'm really sweaty. Get under here.
Yeah.
Seriously, I know. Like, come on. Oh yeah, that's nice.
I'm gonna go just for that.
Yeah.
You're like, do you have that powder?
Yeah.
That powder?
And the peach water she does.
Oh,
That's
at
good.
the end,
Oh, so good.
that was delicious. I didn't expect that. I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
downed that stuff. That was awesome.
She has like, I think it's like fresh peaches frozen in ice cubes, and she'll give you a cup of water when you
When
leave.
you leave.
Because her big thing is you got to stay hydrated if you want this
Yes.
tan to stay on and look good on
Yes.
your skin. And so she gives you that, and it's delicious.
I wasn't wanted to fill up my whole water bottle.
I
Go
know.
back and look. Can I have a
Yeah.
Can I have some of those lights
That'd be
cubes?
awesome.
You should just put frozen peaches in your water.
That's a good idea.
But
Like the
act-
fruit infused water.
It would act like ice cubes for a bit,
Yeah,
and
That's
then it would
true.
taste good.
It'd be delicious.
You should start doing that.
So
Frozen
good.
raspberries and frozen peaches.
the peach is
idea.
real good.
Till
They
you
were
swallow
so
it and
good.
choke on it.
I know. That's the thing. That's the thing. When frozen fruit is not like
Mushy?
starts. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I
Like
get
a
that way. sometimes.
special
Unless it's a
something.
puree, on a swig. That's
Mhm.
delicious.
Oh yeah. That's true.
We started comp soccer.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's good.
Is he liking it?
Yeah, he
Fun.
really does. He's like so loud out on
Really?
the field.
That's so crazy.
I know.
It blows my mind. I'm like, is that my kid? He's like celebrating, and he's like, you can see like the leader in him, which is just like weird to me because I'm like, you're
That's
kind
so
of you're
cool
so
to
quiet.
see.
I know, but he's like,
hey,
hey,
Uh-huh.
so and so's not being guarded. Like he's like kind of, I mean, kind of bossing him
Aw.
around, but at the same time, I'm like,
Just trying to lead the team,
yeah,
making sure they're
It's
they're
sports,
covered.
Like,
Yeah. If you're gonna play to win,
yeah, it shocks me every time.
I feel like he's more and more because yesterday all day or not all night. Tehra, look, that's Hercules. That's Hercules knuckles. Tehra, look, that's Hercules
No.
knee.
Like definitely opening up more.
Yes.
Mhm.
But he's still pretty quiet.
Yeah.
But when you get him on that field, and I think Matt was probably the same exact way.
Once he's out there, he's
Yep.
I could see that.
Yep.
totally.
Yelling and screaming.
Oh yeah, and taking over and
That's
leading
awesome.
people around.
I love it. I feel like that's what's so cool about sports or those types of activities is like I feel like people kind of tend to get in their zone. They've got this team, so it's like a community of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how Mark is with sports. Like he was like, oh, babe, like I was getting some spins down. Like he came home, gave me like a whole 15-minute spiel on his pickleball
the
He
experience.
was
pickleball?
excited.
Like I was getting my hit and my spin down, babe. Like
He should go
He
more
was so
regularly.
excited.
I feel like
he wants
was,
to.
Yeah.
think
So
he's
we
going
all
to.
went the other. Hey, there's an update. We all
Yeah.
went. When was that? Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Monday. Pickleball court,
Ashley
yeah.
couldn't, but we took
She was
her
working.
Yeah.
two youngest, and then all the kids. We had 2 courts next to each other.
Yeah.
I feel like he was kind of wanting to be more serious.
He was.
But I was like,
100%.
we have like 15 children
gazillion
here.
children.
I was like,
I know.
Tyler, get off the court.
I know. Is that what he said?
No, that's what I said.
Oh,
I was like,
well,
Mark
no.
wouldn't say that.
well, no way.
Because he did seem like he wanted to play.
I know.
Kind of bad.
He totally
Sorry,
did.
dude. I wish I could. I wish we could too, but
I know.
there's so many dang kids.
Sorry, I
I know,
added to
like,
that.
No, it wasn't you. It was just, and then
Yeah,
some
no,
other
no,
people
no.
came and like
Just all the
wanted to
kids.
actually play, and I felt bad having
Yes.
our kids take a
Yeah.
whole.
Court.
Yeah. So
No, that was good. We were already there for a while too.
Yeah.
Because I know he was funny. We stayed after, to play a little bit. I'm like, honey, our kids are gonna play with us. He's
Yeah.
like, I know. And it was really cute. Like Frank
like,
was
why don't you
hitting
put 'em in
it.
the
Rock was
car?
running. Yeah, right.
Go lock him up for a minute.
He was being
I
cute, like
know.
showing him how to hit and stuff. I was like, babe, if you want to play a legit game, we gotta like plan it.
Yeah.
Like,
That is really hard during the summertime. Like if I have appointments, I can't like go hang.
just go play.
I know.
I do have a hard time with that, but
That is
I'm
hard.
like, well, I'll just be like inside doing stuff, and
Yeah.
y'all are like,
Be making money here, whatever. You guys enjoy. Frey and Rock have been little sweethearts lately. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're just excited to be home. I don't know. Like from school all day. Freya, Mom, thank you, Mom. I love you all day.
Oh, that's
Aw.
cute.
Thanks, Mom. Love you. She was so good. Just my rule, like always come tell me where you want to go. Mark and I will either be outside or we're at the window. We do watch out the window a lot. But she was so good about telling us. And then every time, okay, thanks, Mom. I love you. She was
So
just melting
cute.
my heart.
I think they were a little mad at me today
Why?
because they were both outside and they're like, Freya's mom said that we could go into our house. I was like, it's we can stay
They came and
outside.
asked me, they're all, can we go? She's all, Mom, can I go into Emmy's? I'm like, sure, if you want. Like, is it okay with Molly? And Emmy's like, well, we're going to go watch Mr. B.
Mr. Beast
Mr. Beast.
on
Okay.
YouTube.
Yes.
Yes. So they came in and I was like, you guys can play outside.
Yes.
They're like, ugh. She's like, well, can we go into their house? I was like, I just said you could play outside. And I was like,
because they didn't even ask to come in. Like, I was
I
surprised.
know.
I thought
and then
for
I think
sure.
they kind of like lurked around me for a while. And I was like, are you guys not going to do anything? And they're like, we're waiting for it to rain. I
it's
was like-
hard when it's not like super hot and there's
It's
no
true.
reason to come inside. It's like, no, stay outside.
I know. That's what that was my
We've
mentality.
kind of been
I
telling
was
him
like,
that too. Like,
Yeah.
it is not beautiful.
yeah, because there is going to be a point where it's like too hot to be outside
Yes.
too long.
Yep.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know about this
Waiting
summer.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're waiting for it
Jeez.
to rain.
It's
I was
gonna-
like,
Yo.
I'll be real shocked if July isn't hot. That'll blow my mind.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna. I think it's
Like
gonna
July
start.
is always real hot.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say. We were
Mm.
talking about sports and stuff and how it's fun when kids like get involved and stuff.
Yeah.
I bought my kids those Big Life journals from Big Life Podcast, and today Matthew's was about this person anyway. She started running and she didn't have like a certain goal. She just knew she wanted to run every day, and sometimes she'd have slow days and some days she'd have other like fast days. Anyway, I was like, maybe it would be fun to like start going with Matthew. Like every morning we got up early and we just went running, whether it was just a mile, whether we walked fast or like something just to move.
Yeah.
And it could be a thing that I haven't brought it up to him because I think he's going to hate it. But
I told
I'm
Noah
like, just
today
something.
because
Yeah.
their rec practice compared to comp
it's very
is
different.
very different already, and
Yep.
he's very tired.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm so tired. I was like, maybe you should like condition with Dad.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, work out with him. He's like, I think I'll do that.
Oh, cute.
He's like, is he gonna do it tomorrow? I was like, well, I don't know. He might work out at lunch. He's like, I'll do it then. I was like, okay.
Aw.
Cute. I know.
That
Already.
is so cute.
I don't know. I should bring it up to him just see like, okay,
Even if you start like walking
let's just go
and then
walk.
just build it
Yeah.
up, maybe.
Right.
Could
Because
be good mommy and son time too.
that too.
Mhm.
He's just not very active. Like he'll go hang with friends. They were playing at a friend's house the other day, and he came home, and for the next day and a half, I heard about how bad his legs were hurting.
Are you serious?
They were playing instead of playing video
Instead
games.
of gaming?
So I was like, it seems like somebody needs to move a little bit more. I was like, oh my gosh.
interesting.
Yeah.
There's a little muscle on those
Yeah.
Right?
long,
The
skinny legs.
Well, and then Jack always complains, oh, my legs. And he'll like fall to the floor and like slither around. I'm like, dude. So now I've told him because I got so tired of it because it would only happen every time we'd ask him to like go do something, go change or go brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Finally, I was like, if you say that again, if it's really a problem, we're going to have to go to the hospital. Like if it's for real, we need to go get this looked at and taken care of. So don't you dare say that again unless you're ready. I'll put you in the car and take you right now.
Oh my word.
Not done it again.
You're like, That's how. Okay, I saw Jack do this in St. George, and I feel like I've seen ever since I've known Jack, he does this, and it cracks me up. When it's time for bed, sometimes he will just flail immediately to the floor, like just full.
Did he do it in St. George?
Yes.
What day
Oh,
were they all upstairs?
it might have been no. It was downstairs.
Y'all saw him get angry too. You saw his sour. Was it you two?
Oh, it was
Or you
it was
two?
me and
When was
he,
it?
Like
When he got mad at
Noah.
Matthew. Was it Matthew or
No, it
Noah?
was Noah.
It was no.
He was like in his
Oh,
face about
yeah.
to swing at him.
Yeah, he gets angry.
Homeboy, like, I was like, both. I looked at them all. Whoa!
And Noah just like stared at him like,
Yeah.
They were playing
What's up, bro?
Star Wars.
He's a legit Sour Patch. He's really
He
cute
totally
and lovey
is.
and sweet. And then like if you piss him off
Yep.
today, and then he grinds his teeth and
Well,
he
he
gets
lost.
like all.
Noah beat him, so he's
Yeah.
like,
Well, it's like it's a game, bro. You know You know what? He's my one that cries every time we play a board game. He cries at that too, and I'm like, Jack, this is the game. I'm like, you can like this is part like
I know,
it's not
it's true.
always you're not always gonna win.
sometimes you're. Yep.
You have to be okay with that.
Failure's part of the journey, Jack.
Anyway, sorry you had to witness that.
That was fine. Though, when that makes me laugh every time. This is the most dramatic. Like, I saw a TikTok. It's the dad with the two brothers. Oh, what is it called? Like the fam. Anyways, they are so funny. And the brothers are grown adults, of course. And the dad's like playing like, you know, when your kids are little and you're saying, all right,
Oh.
kids, it's time for, and they're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, bedtime. But they're
And
like,
every-
no. Like, that's what it made me think.
He does. Normally we're like, I don't know, it depends on the day. Sometimes we're really good about, okay, this much more time until you have to go do this, whatever.
Right.
And
Little
sometimes he's
warning.
like, all right, mom. And he's totally ready, like even without warnings. But
There's some nights.
Holy dude.
It depends on the day.
yeah.
Noah has been doing online training for scuba certification.
Oh, online?
Yeah, there's a whole like 16 chapter course online that they have to take too.
Boy.
But he does end up doing it in person too, right?
Yeah.
Like to finish the.
Mhm.
Okay, that's good. Like, how
So he's taking notes. He's all, and I'm like, Mike was like, maybe you should sit with him, and I was like, I can't right now. And
Right.
he's like, he's very studious, and I was like, he's gonna soak this all in. It's gonna be fine. So he takes the first quiz, fails it. You have to get like 6 out of 6.
do you? Oh,
Freaks out. I'm like, wonderful. Takes it again, luckily passes. He's on to chapter 2. Takes this test 10 times. And I mean, in between each test, it is tears, it's flailing, it's slamming doors.
Oh, no.
I'm never going to scuba dive ever in my life. I was just like so done. And Matt was like, what the hell is going on? Because he could hear it from downstairs.
Yeah.
Like the slamming, the door slamming, the stomping. I was like, this is you.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
This is on you.
yeah.
'Cause I'm like, the perfectionist part, there's not that part in my body at all. I wish there maybe was a little bit more. But Matt he likes things perfect. And I'm like, I don't even know how to handle this right now. But we went and I finally sat down with him. And I made him pause for a long time, and he was pissed at that. I was like, you've got to stop.
Right.
And
Yes.
so we had
Mental
lunch.
break.
Yes. And we went back, and those questions are worded so terribly.
Really?
Really?
They're like
Tricky?
meant to trick you.
Oh, that's
my.
annoying. They should have like a different test for different ages.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
As a 10-year-old, like you're not going to understand that wording, you know?
No, it was
No.
bad. And we were both, I was like going back and forth with it was hard. I was like, this sucks. And his dad calls Mike. He's like, how's Noah's training going? I was like, oh, you don't even want to know. I was telling him about, he's like, oh, just tell him to calm down. I was like,
Good.
thank you.
Yeah, oh, that'll
I just
work.
didn't do
Yeah.
that at all.
Yeah,
I didn't
right,
tell him to calm
right.
down, or it's not that big of a deal, or stop freaking out.
That's when I lose my temper, and it's hard because, like, to him,
It's a big deal
It
for
is a
them.
big deal.
Right.
Yeah,
that's where I struggle. But I'm
I
like, really,
know.
like, we can take this lots of like,
That's why I was like, we
It
can
is
take
so
this
hard.
until we pass it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
take a breath.
that big of a deal, but
Right.
it is for them.
Right.
Yep.
I know.
It was
hear you.
miserable.
I
And
would
I,
be freaking out
like,
too.
slowly opened the computer today. I was like, okay, let's do a chapter.
Like, yeah, I'm so excited. Why don't you say, hey, Grandpa, this is great bonding time.
Yeah. Why don't you come
do
down and
this?
do this with them?
Oh, so
funny.
Saturday we'll be in the pool, like,
Yeah.
a lot.
This
We
pool?
only have 2 weeks.
Can you do
No,
it- oh.
at the dive
Yes.
shop in
Oh,
Draper.
Gotcha.
I'll have 2 weeks to
Exciting.
certify and also get our passports.
It's gonna
Are
work.
you
It's gonna work.
scuba certified?
Yes.
Nice.
I've only done one actual dive on our honeymoon. So I'm going to do it all with him because it's been.
Yeah.
How long have I been married? 12 years?
I've never done snorkeling or scuba. I think actually I think I'd feel too claustrophobic to scuba dive.
Matt took me down the
I think it
first
would freak
time
me
just
out.
like for fun before I even like certified and stuff. His dad was part owner in the dive shop at one point, so we had like
Oh, that's
access to
awesome.
the pool and all the equipment. And he took me down. We had all the stuff on. I popped back up like immediately. I was like, I can't breathe. He's like, well, yeah, you're going like this.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I can't breathe. He's
Freaking
like,
out.
take a breath. So I go back down and actually like inhale
Just
and
one.
exhale normal. And I was like, oh, wonderful. I can
This
breathe.
is nice.
Yeah.
Are you excited? Nervous?
Kind of both.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard the diving there is it's like just the perfect spot for beginners. Like warm water, no currents, and just like really bright, pretty
Nice.
things.
Nice.
So I'm excited.
Yes.
It does still make me nervous.
In
Bon air.
boner.
Boner. In boner.
In boner.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I think
That'll be
Noah's
beautiful.
gonna love it. I'm not nervous at all for him to dive, honestly, because Mike and Matt are so well trained.
Right. So advanced.
Yeah. It's just I still get nervous
Yeah.
for me.
Right. I would be too. Mark keeps
too.
saying he wants me to get scuba certified because, he has been and he wants to see some cool places.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try it, but I am a little nervous too.
It's pretty cool. It is cool. It's just a weird feeling, especially when you get like deeper and you can't, I don't know. I guess I've done 2. We did one on our honeymoon, and then a year or so after that we went to Hawaii and dove like off the coast somewhere. And that was really cool. There was huge turtles. And they were like right by us, and one actually crashed into Matt.
What?
Matt didn't even see it coming, and he's like, that hurt.
I
Yeah.
bet.
Because
They're
they were
big shell.
big.
Oh.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say this huge shark. I was going to
No.
like, oh.
Mm-mm.
I did
do
see,
not.
I saw
don't-
little sharks on
Like
our
reef sharks.
honeymoon dive.
Oh.
And the other dude was tapping my shoulder the whole time. I was telling Tehra,
Yeah.
my first dive ever on our honeymoon. So I had Matt with me, but this older dude was underwater, like tapping my shoulder and pointing every little. I was like, I can see, dude.
Right.
Like I can look around myself.
Right.
Thank you. But
Thanks,
he
man.
did point out the shark.
Did he?
I did
Oh.
see that.
I don't
Thanks,
do
man.
sharks.
I think what psychs me out is not being able to just push off and go up.
Yeah.
Like I know when you're deep, you have to like slowly so that
go
it
up. Yep.
equalizes, right?
Yep.
That's the part that I'm like, oh, I can't just like, quick, go to
Shoot
the
up.
surface. You know what I mean? You have to like, okay, slow.
Yeah.
I guess that's why they train you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe though, sometimes when I do things with my kids, it puts me in like a different state of mind because I'm like, okay, I have to be brave for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I have to be brave for my kid, even though I'm scared. I have to be the brave one,
Can't show that
Yeah.
I'm scared.
right?
Yeah.
Any
That'll
other
be fun, though.
updates?
I feel like I've talked a lot.
That's okay.
Well,
Oh, you have.
I know.
Okay, you can't talk anymore the rest of the podcast.
Seriously. I think it's because I've been locked in my house for all week.
yeah, I get like that too.
Turn Molly's mic off.
Right? Yep. And muted. There we go.
Is this video going? Everyone's like, turn the video off.
Right.
Turn the mic off.
She's like, cool, I'll just go lay down, fall asleep. Let me know when you're done. Okay. Well, like I said, I got this idea from Mel Robbins' podcast. I listened to a few episodes, so we're kind of encompassing kind of 2 in 1, but we'll make our own conversation out of it, of course. But she recently did one, and it was about finding your North Star. I loved it because it's not what I thought it would be. And we'll kind of go through this process together. But the whole idea is like someone you look up to, right? But initially I thought, oh, it's going to be this like one person, right? Like this one person I want to be like and emulate whatever. But it wasn't. It's a little different. But she started it with, when you're looking at a North Star, the goal is your mindset needs to be, I can do it. And she said that has been one of the biggest things I've done in my household is that myself, my kids, we all need to have that mentality of, yes, I can do it. And she said the I represents like that you are personally responsible for your life. So you're taking ownership. The I. Can is it's all about believing yourself, right? Not that can't, but can. The do is like you're going to go do it, right? You're actually putting it into action. But she's like the it. This is where we're turning the North Star. What is it? So, and she's like, if you don't, she literally said this, if you don't have it, then you don't have shit. You don't have it. This is why I love her. So the it is what represents your North Star.
Okay.
So we'll go through this together.
I'm nervous. I'm not going to have anything.
I know I should have listened to that.
I'm feeling
I
a
feel
little
unprepared now.
I'm feeling a little panicked.
I did message you all 2 weeks ago.
I didn't
Do you
listen
remember?
to the whole thing.
Oh, you didn't need to.
that.
I don't think you
remember that
needed to.
either.
So
Don't-
I thought-
remember the instant you two responded. Remember?
I
I was like,
watched-
"What do you think about this?" I sent you guys the clip of the Mel Robbins North Star.
I think everyone responded, guys.
Yeah, right. I was gonna
Guess
say.
so.
Thank
Was
you.
it on our text or through Instagram?
It was Instagram.
Oh, I barely get on that other account.
It's okay. It was to you guys personally.
Oh,
It's okay. I was like, we'll just go through it together.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. So, when you're thinking of a North Star, it's like your beacon of inspiration, but it doesn't have to be one wholesome person. It can be like little bits of people. It can even be like a moment. So I was thinking about this for me, and this is so silly, but Mark and I went to California long before we were married and had kids. And I remember I saw this mom on the beach with her kids and her husband, and she was like stunning. She was wearing a very just like cheeky swimsuit. She was tan. She was like muscly. And I was like, she had, I think 2 to 3 kids. And I just remember thinking, you go, girl. Like, look at her just rocking it. She was playing in the ocean with her kids. Like that little piece, that little moment of memory, I'm like, you're my North Star with thinking like you can still do it as a mom, Like that was just a little piece of inspo for me. But that was just only one moment. I don't even know her name. It's just a memory that has stood out to me.
it's probably Rachel.
Is her name Rachel?
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds right,
I think so,
actually.
yeah.
Those are usually Rachel's
Oh my God.
from Friends. It was Jennifer Aniston. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, she
See?
didn't have kids. Couldn't have been her.
Okay.
Okay, another one. And then you guys, maybe this is getting your wheels turning a little bit, hopefully.
Oh dear.
This is a big one for me.
I tried to turn the wheels.
Okay, Lucy.
Right? Turn the wheels. The singer Pink.
Yeah.
She recently did a speech and she won an award. She shared, normally I would make a joke about myself because I like to be funny. But she said, but I'm trying to be kinder to myself. And she goes on in her speech and everything she says is beautiful. But Mel Robbins said, it's so often that we all discount ourselves or our dreams through humor. And she's like, stop doing that. It's like this behavior of you're so afraid to lose or to fail or what someone's going to think of you.
Looking stupid or something.
Yes, that you make a joke about something good. And I'm like, I do that all the time to myself, like silly things. Like I meet someone, what's your Instagram handle? Oh, it's this. I'm just little. I'm just a baby account. Why? Who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or what else was it? Oh, so you skate? I'm like, yeah, but like I don't know like how to do a lot of things. Why am I doing that?
Yeah.
Like they might think I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You
learning.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just asked you if you know how to skate.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
There you end it.
Exactly.
It's
Like,
hard
I'm
to
like-
do.
I know.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, I need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be kinder, give myself more credit, and not discount what I do. Don't deflame your flame. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like people will form their own opinions, but you have to cheer for yourself,
Yeah.
for your North Star.
Oh, goodness.
Any ding ding dings, any like even today, it could be, oh, I saw something today that stood out to me.
This is like all around.
Yeah.
I would say my North Star's always been my mom.
Yes.
And that's cheesy, but
no.
the woman, like, she will be there for anybody and anybody, like, no matter what. Like, I look at the stuff she does and I'm like, you're just amazing.
She won't move here.
She is amazing.
Well, she said if we buy her a house, she will.
Oh,
just gotta-
well, okay.
Yeah.
Just got to be
Just
in the
really
circle.
easy.
Just has to
Yeah,
be in the
it's
circle.
real
That's
simple.
all.
Just buying a
Nothing.
house. But that seriously is like, I'm like, do you ever think of yourself? Like, ever? She's just so selfless. Like, will drop anything. Like, recently, I still don't remember, like, she's been celiac for years and years and years, but it still doesn't register because she's never like, she's like, oh, I'll just make this. You guys can eat it.
What?
And she just figures something else out. Like, it's just always been,
It's not this crippling thing in her
No.
life. She just
Nope.
still wants everybody to eat the
Eat-
gluten if they
yep.
want. And she'll
eat the food. She'll make it.
So will
You eat
she
it.
make like a whole separate thing for herself?
Sometimes, yeah. Or she'll have just something small. Or make, like, a little side of gluten-free noodles. And, like, recently,
so sweet.
they're in her hometown, and they were driving to my nephew's baseball game, and then they're driving here to watch my kids. And I was telling her about the passport situation, and I was telling her how we might have to go to Denver. She's like, well, we'll come early. It's pretty early, but we'll come early, so if you have to go to Denver, you'll have... I was like, no, I can figure it out, and you have plans. She's like, I know, but if it helps... It's just always been...
My
always.
word. Just
And
there
then
to
she's-
lend a hand.
Yeah, and she's always like thinking, like the other day we were talking about the passport. So I was like, it's all my fault. Like, I can't blame. And she's like, but you just have so much going on. Like, she just always acknowledges
I know.
other people. She's always thinking of other people.
She is a special human. She is.
It's true.
Maybe we should buy her a house.
I know.
No
Seriously.
kidding.
We could all use a little more Deb in our lives.
could.
Right?
She will help us all.
That's so sweet, though. And that's so nice for you as a daughter to just
Yes.
know that you've got your mama.
Yeah.
You know?
I know, but it's also like, how am I gonna? I can't be her.
Right.
I'm sure you're
But I think you're
your own her.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's maybe like the phase of life that she's in as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I
Mhm.
feel like she's always been like that. But I was the last child and kind of the only child, so
Right. So
Maybe.
she was probably able to do more at
Yeah.
that time
True.
than she could when she had the three. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
Give-
when
give
your
it
kids
time.
are all grown and out of
Yeah.
the house, like
I know. I always think that. I'm
very
always like,
different.
I wish I could do more, but
You have to be in the right phase.
Yes. You
You'll
do a
totally be. I
lot.
see that in you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
You do a lot.
You do.
It's not always, it doesn't always have to be acts of service. You are
Right.
doing other things.
Yep.
That's wonderful.
I feel like I feel like I have little things all the time, but I couldn't tell you what they are. You know, like I see examples of something, or like today reading that book, or the journal entry or something, you know,
Yeah.
like that's, I'm like, oh, I want to, like, not only was it just like that, oh, I should go running with Matthew every day. It was all about like how I want my relationship to be with him, like what I'm striving for with him.
Right.
So just that little thing made I don't know if I'll actually.
And it was in your, what was
It was
the
just a
author of your-
journal.
oh,
it was the journal that they're doing. And he read that story as well. And then he had to like, it was like, it's a big life journal. It's very like interactive. I don't know. Anyway.
I love that.
But there's stuff like that all the time.
Yes.
That I'm like, okay, that's something I want to implement in my life or whatever. Not that I'm very good at it, implementing all the things I want to do.
Why not?
Well, because I don't have it. So I don't have shit, Tehra.
This is Mel and her podcast. Literally, she just like continues to challenge people. She's so good, man. I was in bed this morning. I listen to a few like all the time, right? But I was listening to this one specifically, and just like my wheels were turning, and I was like so motivated, just ready to tackle. Mark comes in, he's like, "Baby, what are your dreams?" And I'm just like, we're just talking, going back and forth, like, this is so cool. Just like you feeling like this sense of purpose, and I'm gonna get it.
I have no North Star.
No,
Yes.
at all.
I wouldn't say no. I think it's like little bits.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Like lots of people. Like I've had friends that, like I have a good friend that, geez, 15 years ago was like, I was working in an insurance company and was like, is this what you want like forever? And that's when I started school.
yeah,
You know, so like these people who push you in, which seem like such little ways then, but you're like, I wouldn't have met Cody. I wouldn't like have finished nursing school. Like all these things
all the doors
from
that
one
opened.
little like question. Really.
Yeah,
This makes me rethink my whole life.
Well, I feel like too, and we've talked about it before, but I feel like there's little things of each of you too.
Yeah.
that
I know. I want to
every
say it,
day
but I
I'm
didn't
like-
want to sound super cheesy.
I know.
But you guys
it
were my
is.
first thought.
Yeah.
oh,
Like there's things with Ashley and how she's organized, and she will listen to, like, truly listen to her kids. And just like, you think you're bad at it, but like when you talk about like talking with them
Yeah.
and their feelings, and
Or
You
like
were really good.
serious talks.
yes,
You're
Mhm.
very good with that.
yes.
I feel like with
Yeah.
how you articulate those, especially like those harder conversations, you know?
And Tehra's so fun and outgoing and just loving, and she also loves everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Thank
got
you.
a heart that's huge,
Thank you.
and so does Kim.
Sometimes it's tender too.
And Kim's like this like quiet, just powerhouse.
I know.
Like she will do
Like a brick house.
no.
Stop.
She's a
She
brick.
will literally.
Look at how all of us look at this. Do
I
you know what
know.
I'm saying?
I know. I stopped
Stop
myself.
it. I know.
stopped 'cause
I
could
know.
catch-
Yeah, she's
Right?
she's like my mom, where she will drop and do anything
will.
and doesn't expect anything in return.
Mm-mm.
She's also really great at checking in on people.
Yes.
Like I asked if Jack could come to our house yesterday because I was trying to do my brother's friend's nails, and he was like, "What am I supposed to do?" And I was like, "Kim, can he come play for a while?" She's like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yes, I just need to."
Just please take the
Just
child.
away
Yeah.
from it.
No, it's true. I always
But-
hear from Kim first.
Yeah.
If there's
Yep.
like something going on. You're so good at that.
It's true.
Just
And
checking in.
Organized.
Super
Oh, man.
organized.
Always organized.
When I have
Oh,
the money, I'm
man.
gonna have her come like do my house, and then
Uh-huh.
I can be her first client.
there you go.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Yes.
start her own. She's got a lot of things going.
Yes.
She's gonna be on the go injector. She's gonna be
Yeah.
a hairstylist sometimes when she wants. She's
I'll be
gonna
like, I'll just
organize-
come in your house and we'll do all of it.
Yeah.
Do your hair. We'll do some Botox.
Yes.
Organize it.
Organize your kitchen.
What else do you want? A life coach? What do you need?
Yeah,
What
there we
decisions do you
go,
have?
right?
What can I help you with?
Do you need a
What do you
listening
need?
ear? I'm here for you.
Do you need a hug? I'll give you a hug.
So yeah, you guys are my South and West and East stars.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I like that. You
Yeah,
got the
same.
whole compass.
Is it right?
And Molly, you're never negative.
No, you're
I
not.
always think when I'm like doing my shit talking, I'm like, Molly wouldn't be happy with this. And
You're
like,
the glass half full.
and
Yeah,
you don't
You are.
you don't encourage it
No.
either, and it's like
Yes.
it's so
It's
refreshing.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
And it's easy to shit talk. I
Yeah.
think like it's amazing that you know,
I don't know if I never shit talk.
Well,
but
not-
well, I mean,
It's
That's
not
true. I
like
mean,
you
you
won't
were
say like, oh,
positive.
they're being little turds, but like
Yeah.
sometimes I
you're
can
generally
really
very
like
positive.
lay into something, and I feel like you'll like not that you won't listen, but it's not like
Be like,
you don't feed into it. I
Yeah.
guess, which is such a good thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
It's awesome.
Mhm. And you know what's cool about that the compass we have here? It was shared that Mel said, I love looking up to someone who is only a step ahead. She's like, sometimes if you're looking at like the big dude, the big whatever, it's like, oh, they're so far.
It's
How am I
overwhelming.
going to?
It's
like
That's
this
kind of
way,
like what I was saying
that
with my
way,
mom. Like,
that
how
way.
can I drop everything like she does and be
Yeah.
that good of a human being?
Right.
She's quite a few steps.
It has
Exactly.
it has to be
Exactly.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yep.
Yes.
It's like goal setting, right? Like you can't set some
Yeah.
enormous goal. You have to do little things
Because that
to
sort
reach
of
that big goal.
Right.
that sort of personality isn't really in your wheelhouse right now.
Yeah.
No.
You just can't like drop everything
Right.
with all your kids and go help
Yeah.
can't.
a neighbor.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Your responsibility is different.
Yeah.
She's your kid. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like she's
yeah.
probably essentially doing what you're doing for your kids,
Yeah.
you know? But there's probably a piece of her that you could emulate,
That's true.
you know? And you just
Which I
start
think
there.
you do.
Yes. Like now that you mow lawns, like you can come
Yeah,
mow my
I'll
lawn.
just come mow
Oh,
all others.
We
yeah,
are gonna
it's
start a
mom's-
lawn
what did we
mowing
say?
business.
Oh,
Mom's
We are.
like mow.
You did
Mom's
it for a while.
I did, yeah. I
Yeah,
could,
we got
I could mow a
this.
lawn, no problem.
We got this.
Edgy.
This mom gets in the bush.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
does.
I was. Oh, that
Barely
video, I
out.
was crying. I'm like, what is happening
Did
over
you
there?
hear me laughing from filming?
Yes,
I
saw
dying.
some of it because I kept checking on my kids.
Well, I see Ashley out there trying to tell her, you're like, you
Yes.
gotta overlap a little bit. And she's like this.
And she'd be
Well, I
like,
couldn't
oh,
hear her.
there's like a thing of grass.
Totally.
Not
I
cut.
couldn't hear her till I got close, and she's like, "You were way off." I was like, "I can't hear you."
I'd be like trying to film, but I'm like
Scoot over.
she's just dancing, walking funny as she's going,
Right?
backing up in that bush.
Stop mowing the lawn.
Yeah, Matt was like,
awesome.
"Yeah, I usually trace it twice before I do the diagonal, so I
well.
have more room to maneuver." I was like,
Now you know.
"That would have been smart."
Cool. That next year. Next year.
Next Father's Day, all massive.
I know. Mark, we both giggled together. He's all, that's really cool. But he's all, babe, don't mow the lawn, Kay. I want to mow it. I like mowing the lawn, Kay.
That's
so
probably Matt's thought, but he would never say
still
it.
think
Yeah,
it's
John totally
adorable.
told me that today. When I mowed our
No,
lawn.
Mark will actually be like, babe, do you want to mow the lawn and I'll do this? And I'm like, sure. But his
Yeah.
lawn is his pride and joy.
Yes.
It is. It's his baby.
Okay. Well, the North Star. If you've got someone or a moment or a sliver, which I just love because I just feel like it makes it so it's not overwhelming, but that gives you your it, just whatever it is. Like I have someone who I love how they freaking roller skate. I just love how they move. They've got the vibe down and they've got the coolest, like just little tricks that they come up with. And she's the skate account I check every day. Every day. You know what I mean? But they say then you go through this phase. It's called the immolation phase, the assimilate phase, and the innovation phase, which I thought was kind of a mouthful. But the emulation is just you're picking someone and you're getting to know more about that attribute. So you're kind of studying them, you know? Then once you feel like you've got a good grasp on that, so like, for example, Pink, the cool celebrity I love, then you want to assimilate her or them. So me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to stop dousing my flame. I'm going to stop discounting what I can do. You know, people can make their own opinions, but I'm going to stop doing that to myself. And then you innovate. So you like start putting more of it into action, you know, where maybe in a conversation, I'm sharing that I'm stopping that. You know what I mean? Like how they say once you talk about it more, it becomes more real, you know?
Putting it out there.
Yes. But I loved that. And Mel shared that the world is probably always going to say no. Like there's people you love are going to be critical of you. So if like you don't have that I can do it, if you don't have your own back, you're not going to go anywhere. You won't. Just made so much sense to me.
I think about that a lot when the kids are like, Mom, come play like Star Wars. I'm like, Tehra would play with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'll be like, okay, I'll go play. And then it's like how you have those attributes of, multiple people that you like.
Yes.
They pop in my head all the time,
Yeah.
of like whatever it may be, a budget or how I
Yeah.
treat my husband or playing with my kids. Like these little things will pop in my head of like, oh, I should do this.
Yeah.
I know.
You're like, what would Jesus do?
Right.
Right. That is what we. What would K do? What would M do?
Yeah.
What would A do?
Yeah. Careful.
Right? I think about that too. Like I've literally, when it's like that witching hour and I know I should probably prepare something for dinner, I've thought of like, I'm sure Kim and Molly are already have it prepared and
Yeah.
probably in the oven.
They're in there cooking.
Like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. If they can do it, I can do it. I've done that before.
But it is, and like working out especially
Yes.
is something like obviously not lately, but when I would see someone close their ring,
Uh-huh.
and like my sister said that after she got her watch, she was like, this is very motivating. Just because
see
you
other
see,
people.
Yes.
like you see someone and you're like, all right, I'll get up. Like,
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes me angry.
Right?
But
Shut up.
listen, watching you and
Yes.
like seeing your
Oh.
progress is
Yep.
super motivating, and I'm sure
Thank you.
only motivates you more, right?
It does.
I don't feel like I've ever gotten quite to that point where I've seen enough progress to motivate me to keep going, which is frustrating, you know?
Yeah.
But like right now I'm not pushing really hard. I'm just trying to move every day. Like if I can just get into the habit, even if my kids, like this week is our first full week home?
Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
that's true.
I've been getting up today I didn't because I didn't have any clients and I was like, I need just a day to sleep in, and I did. But I've been getting up even if all my kids are in bed still, and I get up and I do like 10 to 30 minutes of something just so I
Yeah.
feel like but anyway, I do want to pick it up a little bit more because anyway, but you are that for me
Yeah.
right now.
Thank you.
Crushing it.
Well, you know me. Once I'm in it, I'm in it.
I know, but I wish I just had a little bit
just
of that.
wear goggles
know.
from now on so you don't get stuff in your eye.
Okay,
Oh
no kidding.
my gosh.
Every time I lay down for a workout, I close my eyes.
Good.
I'm serious.
You're
Like, that scares the crap out of me.
Yeah,
Put on those like
scary.
pink. Don't you have pink glasses?
Yeah.
That,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
wouldn't
The
be
ones that are
dark
kind of
inside?
see through. Yeah,
That'd
that's a
probably be
good
good.
idea. I might even just order
Something.
myself some safety goggles.
I
That
got some from nail school.
Terrified me.
wanna
You
just take
do?
'em? Yeah, you can take them right down
Really?
to, yeah.
Do you not wear them?
No, I bought the pink ones instead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wear them. Seriously, I'm on the ground. I'm like, okay, got my. But I can't
hit yourself in the
Seriously,
face
I
with
know. I grip them like real hard. I'm like, okay.
I can't wait to see all your videos though with your glasses.
I've looked because I'm like, can they see? Oh, with my glasses on, you'll be able to see. Like you
You
can't
can just
tell
say,
with the
I'm not
time
getting
lapse.
nothing else. in
I
my-
know.
you
I'll have no shame. I'll put those
No,
damn things on.
I would. That was awful.
I've been working out in my Converse. Go. Don't do it.
Don't do
I
it.
love Converse. And I did the dance class tonight. I was like, why are my shins hurting? Mark's all, you've been wearing your Converse. I'm all, that's it.
You don't
I
have
see a
support.
lot
I
of
don't
like
have
the
enough support.
weightlifters do that.
I
think
know.
weights are different than
Yeah,
like jumping around.
Oh yeah, the
If I
dancing's
just-
different.
The
yeah.
dance. And then I did the conditioning workout yesterday, which
Oh.
is like,
Yeah.
it's fast paced, jump, do this, blah, blah.
Mhm.
If I just do weights, totally fine.
Yeah.
But, oh, my shins. Like, I need that arch
Because they're
support.
super flat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I tried to do. I went running in like weight training shoes, and remember, it was when I was trying to do the couch to 5K or something, and I was like
Yeah.
miserable. Like my feet were achy. I think my shins were bothering me, and it was all due to
Yes.
shoes.
Yep. Totally
Makes a
shoes.
huge difference.
It does make a huge difference.
I need one of you to start meditating, so I can
Start doing that.
look up to you for that.
Do you know what?
We went,
I
wait,
feel
you
like
didn't, you
I
didn't
could
go
benefit.
with us.
Well,
Okay.
no, I can't do it with
That
you
was
guys. That
too-
would be a big epic
Well, no, it was-
fail. But
the whole
We
thing
could
was
do
just
it.
a little.
I'm gonna lead it.
I don't think
We're
we
gonna do
could.
it.
Remember we went to
Absolutely.
the dang
Oh,
salt
Sarah.
caves and they were super relaxing,
Please.
but we're all like,
That's because we were not. Listen, we were not in the right mind frame because we didn't
We
know we
were-
were
I
going to
know.
do that.
and then I tried to nap at one point, and somebody's like, Molly's napping.
It was probably me. I was like,
it was.
I know. I was way giggly.
I was too. I'm gonna lead a meditation. You just wait.
But Chase
Do
did
it.
that one at the dance,
Yes.
and I was like,
So
oh my
good.
gosh, this would be so good for my soul, I think, if I did this.
I was telling my sister yesterday, I was like, I don't know if I need to meditate or need therapy. I was like, but I need some grounding.
yeah, me too.
We're all
I
going to be
do too.
outside tomorrow
But,
No.
on our grass that I just mowed.
Ooh, yeah, we're gonna.
It's gonna be so good.
Wait, why is it long right here?
That's me and Matt were sitting in the lawn chairs, and he's like, "Oh, I see a little. There's a We're just laughing, looking at all of
I
it.
was just trying to do something nice for you.
Right. I
That's
love
awesome.
it. I love it. I think it's so great.
Well, I did do yoga yesterday, which I have always hated yoga.
Yeah.
Like, hate it.
Yeah.
But I think I was in the right mind frame for it. Like, I was not rushed to get through, like, my movement or whatever. I don't know what to call it. It wasn't like a workout, but, like, whatever.
Dude, yoga's challenging, man.
Well, it was, but it was short. It was only 10 minutes because I knew that I had other stuff I wanted to get to. And I was like, I'm just going to do something short, but I'm going to continue to just move.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. And I was like, oh, that felt kind of short. I don't know.
Ooh, so
like,
you're like, maybe I want
yeah.
longer.
Because, you know, people who do yoga regularly,
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Dude, their bodies and
Yeah.
the way they
Right?
stretch and bend. I'm
I
like,
know.
what?
They're nice and calm.
They are.
Ava is inspiring to me in her flexibility. I'm like, man, I would love to be able to do. And do you know who else? Jonathan Van Ness.
Who's
You know,
that?
from Queer Eye.
Yeah.
Oh.
He tumbles. He was a cheerleader in high school.
Oh.
And he still will go. He ice skates, and he will go to like a tumbling thing, and he does like tucks and back handsprings and stuff. And I'm like, he's like my age, and he's out there. And I'm like, I would love to do that kind of stuff. You know, there you go. There's someone. See, there's a little thing.
There we
that I'm
go.
like, oh.
And here's the deal. You're not too old.
No,
Because, okay.
no, I know I could do it if I wanted to. So I even thought about asking Ava, like, will you stretch with me every day just to like work on flexibility? You know,
Yes.
because that's not going to hurt anything.
Yes.
Well, it could if I'm not
Well,
careful.
I mean, that's true. A little bit every day.
Like Tehra hamstring, whatever, pull a hamstring. Could be.
Mel talked about that because she did this whole, like, kind of a TED Talk with a whole audience.
Mm-hmm.
And she said there was a woman in the crowd that, like, stood up. She was hearing her stories, or everyone's story. And the woman was 46 years old. And for, I don't know how long it was, good chunk of time, she was trying to be a stand-up comedian and get her own show on Netflix. And when she stood up and she's talking to Mel, the whole time she's taking jabs at herself, right? Like, oh, I could have been good, but my sister, da da da, or I guess this is, and Mel kept like stopping her. No. And at the end, like, I guess she kept going, and now she's progressed even more in her comedic stuff. I need to go back and look up her name because I can't remember. But she just kept saying, everyone's time frame is unique, is different. She goes, I'm 52 years old. 11 years ago, this is Mel Robbins. She was almost bankrupt, her and her husband. She's like, I always had this dream to be in radio. So when the podcast thing started getting big, I kept saying, oh, that's for me. That's for me. That's for me. But she'd put it off. I won't. Everyone and their mom has a podcast. I'm not going to make it. Like, there's no way. Right. And now she's a millionaire. Like, she's huge.
Yeah.
She's got an extremely successful podcast. But she's 52 years old. I think she just started it like 5 years ago.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just inspiring that if you just have to believe. And she said, failure is never the end of a hero's story. If you think about that, like every heroic story, even the like Superman, Batman, all of them, they have this like time where they're struggling and they're down, then they have to find the courage, and then they go out there and they put their cape on and they, you know.
Yeah.
That's really, I mean, honestly, that's really it. It's not super complex. I just thought that,
My head is going.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's starting to spin a little bit.
Like, what do I'm like, this is like whole life. Like, what do I want
Yeah.
in the end for like myself, my family, my marriage?
Well, I
you
feel
know?
like a lot
Yes.
of times people our age just kind of what you said. We feel like we're where we're at
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and we're good.
Yes.
But like there's still we still have plenty of time
Yeah.
so
to
much
do
life
whatever
live.
you want to do.
And I don't
Yes.
want to just be that.
No.
Like, I want more. I want to
Yeah.
like accomplish something. Like I want
Well,
Mom's
you
Take
have.
5 to be
too.
something like
Yes.
that, you know? So like
Yes,
we've talked
me
about how
too.
we feel like, so there's, I have nails.
And you have your nail. That's
know.
big for somebody our age to just decide, hey, I'm gonna do this, and
Yeah.
you just did it.
You did.
I know, but I,
I think
want
it's
more.
when you get
Right.
so consumed with like your kids, your family, like that's
You put your own
life
stuff
for
aside.
such a while.
Yeah.
It's true.
And now that they're like, you know, at least a good chunk are moving out of like baby stage, and really you're like, well, now
Now what?
Now what? Like
Yeah.
now what do I do?
Right.
Like I think this is kind of like a weird,
It's a transition
of
time.
life.
Yeah.
Yep.
like it's just a weird adjustment to like not having super needy kids, but still having kids and wanting more like personally
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
out of like a career or
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
hobby or who knows, like who knows what it is? Like maybe I'll take up crocheting or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Did you guys see that video where the girl's like, I'm going to try crocheting?
Are you serious?
She was young. She was maybe like 10 or so. And
haven't
the
seen
mom
that.
laughs and she was like, Mom, do you not know what crocheting is?
That sounds like something different than I think
She
you're
was like, it's where you use like the needles and the thicker thread. It's crocheting.
oh my
so
gosh,
funny.
that's hilarious. I love that.
Oh, I feel like we've all been there with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we can kind of wrap it up. So she said, it's okay to be comfortable if that's what you want. If that's what you want, be comfortable in your life. But it's not okay to be small because that is not what you are. So if you're feeling small, I'm not enough, I can't get there. No, that's wrong. So I'll leave you with a little homework.
Oh dear.
My mind is already going like a million miles
Good.
an hour right now.
Good. I'm so good. This is me. Afterwards, I was like, oh, I was ready to tackle the world and I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
So every day, wake up and write 5 things that you want. Whether it's silly stuff. Like she said, I want to take the dog for a walk every morning. Or I want to tell my husband I love him more today. Like it can be very small stuff. And you can evolve, right? Because we evolve and we change and they might change a little bit, but just choose 5 things every day.
Or if like walking the dog becomes more of a habit, maybe you want to change that
Exactly.
into something. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And even if there's a bigger goal, right? I want to start a business doing
Wait, are they 5
X.
different things every day?
It can be 5 of the same or 5 different. Because the
I
whole
want to get it right, okay?
So each day write 5 things. Could be the same as yesterday or could be 5 different.
Okay.
Yes, because what happens,
Kim.
She's going to kick you.
well, he's like, I gotta do this right.
Tara's going to quiz me tomorrow, the next day, and I got to know if I'm doing it
You
right.
got to turn in your notebook.
I love it.
Because the whole idea is you want to practice giving yourself permission and giving yourself worthiness that you are worthy of what you want and that you can do it. And you're fanning your own flame. You're oxygenating your flame. Okay. And then what it does when you continue to do this every single day, your brain, now I don't know a lot about this effect. Okay. But this is what she called it. It's called the Zygarnik effect. And what it does is your brain is going to start helping you get it done. So it's that mental checklist. So maybe
It's just not like procrastinating on like doing a workout or like those
Getting your
type of
passports.
things.
yeah.
Getting your passports. Maybe just get them right away.
Right? There we go. But she said literally your brain
Yeah, I could see that.
wants to help you do what you want to do. So it's the whole like that's what you focus on, that's what you get thing. So that's my homework for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Choose those little moments of North Stars. Write them down, make them part of your everyday checklist.
I like
Just
it.
training yourself that you can do it. I can do it.
Okay. You got this. Yes. So good. You got this. The letters are doing it the right
Who
way.
made it? That's
Wait.
cute.
It is cute.
Did Emmy make it?
No, I got it
Like
at
a
the
box.
store.
Oh, you did? That's awesome.
I like it.
It looks like
a
one of
big
those
bunch
cute,
of 'em.
like, oh yeah. You can do it.
You got this.
Be awesome.
Do it.
Go make out with Becky. It's an inside joke. You tease my brother when he had braces. We'd always be like, you're going to go make out with Becky tonight with his braces. Have fun slapping Becky. All right. That's it. Anything else? Any other things you guys want to end with?
I don't think so.
Go be your own North Star.
I might be up till like 2 a.m. just writing
think
things
it-
I
down.
did put up that little poll thing on Instagram,
Oh, yeah.
and
Was that you? That was
no one knows
awesome.
how to ask for help.
Yes, I saw that.
Everyone was asking for help is their hardest thing to ask.
All of those
Or
except for
say.
saying I love you were hard.
I was gonna write
Yeah.
Worcestershire sauce, but I didn't.
What?
The hardest thing to say.
Saying Worcestershire sauce at TikTok. Okay. Right on, guys. Well, go find your North Star. And sometimes you might find out you're your own North Star, and that's kind of cool. Next week will be Ashley. Yay. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, I think we'll have some goals for our podcast
Yeah.
as part of our mental checklist every day.
And if you ever have some ideas for us,
Yeah,
Send
anything
them
you
in.
want to hear
Yes.
about?
Yeah.
Talk about?
Yes, we love
we
those.
would love that. Yeah.
Okay, thank y'all.
Yep.
We love you. Till next
Bye.
time.
Peace out.